Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, John.
Good morning, Peter. Well, here we are at the base of the Stefan Sky Needle once again, which of course was known as Night Companion during Expo 88. It was actually located on the Expo 88 site, just in front of the Australia Pavilion and the Queensland Pavilion. And today it's here in South Brisbane, West End, where it's known as the Stefan Sky Needle, after its new owner, Steve Ackery of Stefan Hairdressing fame. And this tower, Night Companion, or the Stefan Sky Needle, joins with many other towers around the world from expositions, of course, some of the most famous being the 1889 Paris Universal Exposition, the Eiffel Tower, which everybody in the world knows, and also, which would vie for the title of the second most famous Expo tower, would have to be a tower in Seattle from the 1962 exposition. Isn't that right, Peter?
And surprisingly, I had been looking at one of my favourite TV shows, introductions, and looking at the line drawing the Seattle Tower, not knowing until recently that it was actually the focal point for the 1962 Expo. And this year is their 50th anniversary, and they have actually mounted, or in the process of running, a major celebration, and they're actually calling it Expo 62, the next 50 years. And they're using that as a platform. They've got school curriculum activities, they've got museums that have been rebirthed, which I know is one of your most favourite topics, and you've also just told me a little while ago, which is something I never knew, they still have the monorail that operates.
Yes, that's right. It's one of the few Expo monorails that is still in existence in an inner CBD area, although of course it is well known, or an urban myth, that some of the Expo 88 monorail was sold to SeaWorld or Jupiter's Casino. None of that information has been verified from any of the sources I've tried to contact, but the Seattle monorail is running through the center of Seattle and is in fact from the original 1962 World Exposition. And a very interesting, another interesting point of commonality between the 1962 Expo Tower from Seattle and the 1988 Expo Tower from Brisbane is that they are both commonly known, have the word needle in their title, because the 62 Expo Tower is called the Space Needle, and now we call our own tower the Sky Needle. So something interesting there.
Or Stefan Sky Needle.
Oh, the Stefan Sky Needle, that's right, the Stefan Sky Needle.
You'll upset him if you don't.
Yes, so the Stefan Sky Needle. And one of the new features which we didn't get to mention before, and it's not really visible now during the daytime, but at night time, the top of the tower lights up with the rainbow logo of Stefan Hairdressing.
And also the logo, I've now done my research properly, of the Jagar cosmetic range.
Oh, really?
That's just what I had forgotten on Friday night when we had a little round table discussion, which was a very interesting YouTube to watch, and just give yourself a plug, and people that attended there, we spoke about the legacies that were left behind, and John's going to be doing an interview this week with one I still find one of the most amazing couple in their community spiritedness, and you talk about Mr. and Mrs. Pitt.
Yes, that's right. Mr. and Mrs. Frank and Myra Pitt, well known as the couple that saved the Expo 88 Nepal Peace Pagoda for Brisbane, and we're going to be interviewing them on Wednesdays, so please look forward to this new YouTube video coming up just in a few days' time.
And with that, I shall leave you stand there and I'll go turn it off.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Over to you to press the magic button, and goodbye from me.